What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. This video is for all you coffee lovers out there. Today I'm going to be telling you all about my favorite cafes in the Seattle area. I think it's pretty safe to say that Seattle is known for coffee. There is so many options. I haven't even scratched the surface most likely, but these are just gonna be a couple of my favorites. I think I have about 6 on here and then 1 honorable mention, so let's just get right into it. So first up on my list is Monorail Coffee. Monorail Coffee has 3 locations. They have 2 that are downtown and then 1 that is all the way out in Burien if you're not in the downtown area. I believe that they're mainly known for their latte art because they can do some pretty extravagant things. I've seen anything from like dogs and bears to Hello Kitty. I've seen SpongeBob. I've even seen, and my personal favorite is they do a Shrek on a matcha latte, so not bad. And if that wasn't cool enough, they also serve waffles. So like, coffee and waffles, like what more do you need? They have a variety of sweet as well as savory waffles, and then I believe they have a couple more like menu items if you're not into that. If you are visiting Seattle, you're most likely gonna go to Pike's Place, as you do, and I believe both of the downtown locations are a short distance from Pike's Place, so it's a perfect in the area if you wanna check it out. Moving on, we have Mr. West's Cafe. This one has 2 locations, one being downtown and then the other one being located in the University Village in University District. The one in U Village is larger, but they are both very cool. These are the most like aesthetic cafes I've probably ever seen in Seattle. That's personally why I like them so much, but I do love that they serve not only just coffee, but they have food and beer and cocktails and all the things that you could want. They both also have little markets inside when you walk in with like plants and wine and just extra little goodies. If I'm ever looking to get some work done outside of the apartment, like edit a video or something of that sort, Mr. West is always my go-to. I just love the vibes there, and it just looks so cute and picturesque. Picturesque? If you're wondering why the lighting looks different, it is because I just finished my whole video and I sat down to edit it and realized I left out an entire coffee shop. So we're gonna wind it back. And the next one on my list is Cafe Hagen, or Hagen. Probably Hagen. But Cafe Hagen has 2 locations. One is in Queen Anne and one is in South Lake Union. The owner is from Scandinavia and she moved to Seattle basically wanting to bring a European experience to the Northwest. They serve food, coffee, beer, and wine, and I really just love like the interior. I love the look of it, I love the vibes. It's a really fun place to hang out, especially on a sunny day. They have a nice patio area, but I definitely wanted to make sure to mention this one in there as well, so sorry about that. Moving on. Next up on my list is Monorail Espresso. Before Monorail Espresso actually had a storefront, they were a cart, and they opened in 1980, making them the world's first espresso cart. Back then, they were located at the entrance of the monorail, which giving it its name, but now they are women-owned and they have 3 locations, one being in Denny Triangle, the other being downtown, and then one being in the Columbia Center. I've just always had a great experience going there. The people are super nice and the coffee's always good. Next on my list is Coffeeholic House. Currently, they have a location in Columbia City, but they are working on opening one in Greenwood, which will be awesome because it's not as much of a trek for me, but I will say this is worth the drive. What sets Coffeeholic apart is that they actually use Vietnamese coffee and traditional fin drip methods. Their most popular drinks are the Vietnamese coffee, which is a fin dripped coffee with condensed milk. They also have the Coffeeholic Dream, which is a Vietnamese coffee with salted cheese foam on top. And then lastly, their Purple Haze Latte, which is an ube latte with their homemade syrup and then ube foam on top. So if you really like ube, that's the way to go. You can also get ube drizzle on a lot of their drinks, so there is no shortage of ube. With Coffeeholic, I'm speaking from experience, it's always packed, it's very popular, so if you are gonna go, I would recommend ordering ahead so you don't have to wait in line, but it's definitely worth the wait. Next on my list is Stoneway Cafe. Stoneway Cafe is located in Fremont, and this was one of my absolute go-to places when I lived in Fremont. I love Stoneway Cafe. They are a family-owned cafe. They serve coffee and beer and the best breakfast burritos. I'm telling you, they have the best breakfast burritos. And just to make it even cooler, they even have live music sometimes. So it's definitely a good time for either morning or night, depending on when you go. I also have to note their Cuban sandwich is also very good. All of their food is really good. I honestly go more for the food than the coffee, but the coffee is good as well. Like Coffeeholic, they are usually pretty busy as well, but that's just because they're good. I highly recommend if you're in the Fremont area. And then literally 1 block away, you are gonna find my next stop, which is Miir. I'm sure you've heard of Miir before. You might not know it, but you might have seen them around. I've seen them sold in like Whole Foods, Nordstrom, REI, but they're basically stainless steel cups for wine, beer, coffee, etc. But they currently have a flagship coffee shop in Fremont. I believe it's their only location, but they sell all of their goodies there as well as they serve coffee and beer. Something cool to note about Miir is that every purchase funds trackable giving projects. So basically with the cup or whatever you buy, you will have a code on there and you can look up the code and you can even follow like the projects and volunteer opportunities and things like that. Like Mr. West, this was also one of my go-tos for places to just go and get some work done. They even have a room in there that I've seen people do like meetings in, but yeah. And to end my list, I am gonna leave you with an honorable mention. I left this one for last and as an honorable mention because it is a Starbucks, and you're gonna be like, what the heck? It's just Starbucks. But I have mentioned this in an older video of mine, but it's a Starbucks Reserve. So it's a little bit more special than just your average Starbucks. At the Starbucks Reserve, you can basically see them brewing all of the coffee and like the tanks and everything that goes into serving you these coffees. And they even have like a restaurant and a bar on the side and downstairs with the seating. They even have coffee tastings. It's honestly just like a whole experience. So if you like Starbucks coffee, you will love the Reserve. And even if you don't love Starbucks coffee, I still feel like you should check it out because it's not something that you get to see every day. And that is located in the Capitol Hill neighborhood. Let me know if you've already tried any of these places, and also if you've been here and been to a coffee shop that you really liked that wasn't on this list, also let me know. I might want to try it out. And as always, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye!